Right, good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen. I thought we can both do it because we have a little surprise guest actually. You know what? I'm going to let you do it.
Yeah, so good evening everybody and welcome to the F1 League. Today I'm going to be filling in for Alex because he is away getting married, so congratulations. Well, actually I don't know if he wants to people to share that actually. Sorry if he didn't.
No.
But sorry if you were trying to keep that. But
I have a little... I've just seen something on track.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know, but there's a safety car going around.
Oh no.
If you ride on board with someone on the start finish straight, that's where I last saw it. I was on board with Leopard when I did dip, so maybe Melanie will catch up to it. But yeah, I saw the safety car coming around again, which has happened before. But yeah, it's back here. I know the drivers don't see it, but I think for us we do. So yeah. Oh, that should be fun.
I'm trying to pick it up, but I can't catch anything myself. So
If
maybe
you
it's
keep an
just
eye on
me.
Melanie, he should get into it maybe. I don't know. I'll stay on board with him. Maybe if I find it. I saw it with Leopard. We're gonna have to try use Melanie to chase down the safety car. Potentially, I potentially see it, but there's a lot of guys on their laps at the minute. I would say keep on board with Melanie actually. In the practice, he seems to have the best pace out of everyone. So
Yeah.
in terms of times, you feel like maybe he will be the one setting the best as people are getting out of the way there. For him, which is handy, but we've got other people who are actually coming up to the end of their laps now. Leopard being one of them, the championship contender, and we've already lost someone. One of the Haas drivers was the person we talked about. There's the name who is going to be impossible to say. So in a way, out of everyone who we could have lost,
Yeah,
him and Melanie's got it now. I don't know if you look behind him. The safety car is behind Melanie at the minute.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can see it, but Leopard does set it for the first time, as we are on the hunt for a safety cars. Jolly's just beaten that by around 6 tenths there. I know Jolly is just a reserve.
So already got one casualty. Obviously with Zinka, he's clipped that inside wall there, which is not a usual outside. Off occasion. Melanie is just coming across the line now to complete his lap. But yeah, do expect quite a few crashes today. Tough track. And obviously, if you're wondering why this is round 4, Melanie goes to the top by 4 tenths per second. So a very good start to the session for him. Not too many laps have been set so far, but that is a good benchmark. But yeah, it's round 4. Maestro goes second now. Because we're using the 2018 calendar for this second season, which might have been mentioned with Bahrain being before China, but that is also why Baku is round 4 today. And will be interesting to see a challenge like this so early in the season, only doing 3 rounds. I think that would be quite challenging for them.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it's also going to be interesting in the real F1 world how they deal with it. You know, these new cars and going around Baku so early on, and the guys here at the minute, we have, as you said, only lost one, but expect some more. As Jork's coming up to line now, I want to have us 6 to him on the softs as well. Point now, you guys on the softs, both Saubers opting for the softs here, so maybe same strategy for them. Oh, Drastic Inferno's had a moment in the castle section. May have held up Melanie on his lap, but actually just come across and set the new quickest time. He's improved by 1.8 seconds, which you sort of expect from him if you've been following the previous rounds, but 140.3 for him, nearly 3 times quicker than Melanie there in the Red Bull. As we have got Silent Mole, sector 3 now. He's on obviously the other guy on the softs. See if he can beat his teammate. I know the Saubers are actually leading constructors at the minute, so they're doing a good job there, and obviously Silent Mole is leading the championship. But that can all change today. A lot can change at Baku.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of points, I think, being won and lost today. And Mole only goes into 8th. Pretty tight, as we usually see in the league. So, soft tyres too, but does for his second run. And yeah, I think a lot of points are going to be won and lost today. And a good chance for some lower runners as well to pick up some points in the first 3 rounds. Out of the full-time, 13 of them have actually scored points so far. So going to be those further down having a go now, trying to see if they can get some points today.
Yeah, no, I do agree. If anyone's still on the lap, a lot of people are moving in. Some did second runs. Maybe Sims. He's into 3 now. I'm gonna stick on board with him. As there's that safety car. And okay, I don't know if you can see it, the safety car, or not. If it's only me. Nope, Sims is in. Is there anyone on the lap? Cameron? But I believe Cameron Wins is the only one. He's 7 tenths up, which you expect. His current time is in the 44s, so we hope he can improve on that one. Stick on board with Cameron, see what he can do. He is still up on the time as everyone else is. Crawling into the pits, getting on a fresh set of tyres for the next bit of quality here.
All rounders going very slowly.
Right. Yeah, so there we go. Obviously this, I mean, I love the 3 round here. Is just, I think it's incredible. I'm looking forward to the race, seeing all of them fly by it, you know, with the slipstream as well, because this is a long straight. And you can carry so much speed through the corners. But Cameron, he has improved, but he is still up. As we have got moments, he hasn't crashed. He's just, obviously he doesn't want to do another lap. And F1 Ben, who gone straight on and hasn't decided to try and escape there. But we've got a couple of people on out laps. In Big Reese in the Renault, LK, and in the Renault as well. And then Feisty Ted as well. I know Ted did miss China, so he's probably going to hope to get some good points here today. And potentially the race win with what can happen around Baku, as Casey was saying.
Yeah, from last season, Ted didn't have a particularly good race round here. He was one of the ones last season who had trouble, and I think he was 8th or 9th last season round here. So we will see if he can bounce back from that. We saw last season was all about, for those of you who have been following for a while, it was all about the Asia Pacific drivers. They really dominated that one, guys. But behind, it was very close. And obviously they.
Yeah, so I only joined the last season quite late on, so I got to see sort of I didn't get to see the progress, you could say, from some of the guys. I sort of caught their final pace, you could say. So it's sort of good now to start from the fresh season and see if anyone does improve a lot. The only one I would say is actually Reynolds. This season he seemed to definitely step up his game.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for a lot of last season
everyone
he was very low on the points. I think he only scored just over 100 points by the end of the season, did Reynolds. That consistency just wasn't there, and he's been representing the F1 League in ULC, and he finished that season in 6th, and that was really good from him. Showed good consistency in that, and yeah, he seems to be really competitive this season. I think he could be definitely a championship contender, reigning champion Luke.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people who are, can grab this title. I think, yeah, Luke is definitely a favourite, but there's so many guys who could, bounce back. Like Melanie being one of them, showing his pace, but LK setting the quickest time, only just though.
Yeah, 4,000.
Only just a leopard. I did not want to get any closer than that one bit, as we have got some other people starting their laps, being obviously Melanie and Maestro there. Maestro's done a pretty good job in the Mercedes, a P5 for him at the moment.
I think we've got Amazement coming towards the end of a lap here. No, he's just starting one. Oh, so he's got the timings bang on then. He's just starting a lap now. He'll be one of the last ones across the line.
Yeah, along with Brandy. Big Reese, will he make it across the line here? I think he will. Maybe. No, he doesn't. He improves, but not trap pursuit, and he's in the wall. Okay. Big Reese is out there, just hitting the wall, but he was out of quality anyway. Now we have got everyone. Fly, no, seem to be up on his time. Feisty Ted's in sector 3. Believe he'll be the first person now 2 set time.
And look how close
I
that
believe
is.
we will.
5th, 6th, 7th. Only got to gain 9 thousandths and he's up 2 places, but looks like he's going to gain a little bit more than that. And he crosses
Let's
the
see what he can
line.
do. He's coming up to the
4th
line.
place.
4th. Good result from him.
I think Melanie's the next
Okay, for a moment. But yeah, Melanie, he needs 3 attempts to get pole. Will he be able to do it now? But Jolly's improved and he's gone P6, but Melanie, he doesn't. He improves, but not by a lot. We've still got Leopard, who potentially, he only needs to find a tiny bit of time in order to get pole here. There's much P4 for him. Got Sign and Amazement for him. He'd be happy with that, and then Amazement.
Ooh.
He's actually down on his time there. So we have Leopard and Drastic Inferno. Drastic Inferno coming to line. He's at the moment he's lost, and now he's 16th. But will Leopard grab pole here? He only needs a little bit of time. Can he do it?
No,
I don't think he did. He hasn't. It's on the grid, but it's not pole for Leopard here today.
Well, he improved. No way, he did actually improve as well by 1,000ths of a second.
Oh wow! that is actually incredible. That's a skill right there to be able to somehow. Anyway, running down the grid. Obviously, we've got 20 guys. This we've got LK taking pole, followed by Leopard, Silent Mole, then Melanie, then Maestro, then Ted, Sims, Jolly, EVR Reynolds, Amazement, Brandy, All Rounder, Jork, CK, Big Reese, Drastic Inferno, Cameron, F1 Ben, Zinker, and then we have Lock On.
Oh, why he has been entered for this one, but not a good session for the Force India there. That's yeah. Here we go into the race then, and of course the customary formation lap now, which is I've been commentating on URC and I've got used to going straight into the race, but yeah, these formation laps are quite funny in the F1 League. Some people taking quite a lot of time, don't they?
Yes, we're not going to name anyone. You know, no one like CK, anyone like that. You know. But everyone's picking what tyres they want to use.
So obviously, what I will do actually is I'll run through the championship order while we're waiting for this, and obviously still very close being on. So let's just find this very quickly. Obviously, it is Mole who still leads the championship despite that poor result in China due to a lot of issues that he was having in that one, and he tops it by 4 points from EVR Reynolds. He's had a 5th, a 2nd and a 4th, so as we said, that good consistency that he's brought in. Leopard didn't start in Bahrain, that's cost him, otherwise he's looked really good with a 1st and a 3rd. He's on 43 points, and a bit of a gap to Jork, who's 33. Feisty Ted missing the last round on 32, Brandy on 32 as well, Amazement on 29, so still that's 7 drivers within 19 points. That's good to see. As I said, early stage of the season, you expect them to be close, but that's what we want, isn't it? Really, those guys all fighting for it.
Oh yeah, it makes the race you get to see, but also a changing one in terms of the championship. And yeah, it's been a good season so far, and hopefully it can stay. But I just want to point out we've got one guy on the mediums, being Drastic Inferno. Above him, he's got everyone on softs up until obviously 10th. So interesting strategies from some of the guys. And we've got 2 at the back starting on the super softs, and they're going to want to try and fly past these guys on their mediums and the softs to start with.
I'm surprised that Inferno's gone with the mediums because it's a reasonably easy one-stop here, isn't it? So I'm surprised that he's gone with that. I would have imagined that the 2 softest compounds would be the only tyres used, apart from if someone ran into early problems. So a little bit surprised by that one. Don't think he's set himself up brilliantly.
Yeah, I am as well, to be fair. I mean, he's sort of praying that he doesn't get damaged in a sense, because if he does,
Yeah.
He'll have to pit maybe for on the same tyre as everyone else, except he's going to be like 25 seconds behind. So it's yeah, it'd be interesting strategy call. I was just looking around. I was like, everyone's coming up to the line. Then I went on board with CK, and he's still in sector 2. Oh.
He's going quicker than he usually does at the moment, though, which is
yeah, this is actually quite surprising from him. Hopefully, you know, we sort of need him to slow down. To be fair, we need to know if CK is actually driving today. You know, it's yeah, this is definitely strange from him.
Yeah, look at that grid, nice and full, and then just that one spot that we can see there, just underneath the Rolex.
Oh, we've got Cameron as well.
Cameron. Oh, both the McLarens. Cameron isn't actually a McLaren driver, but unfortunately will be in that car today. And he's just lining up. And we will wait for CK. He's just about
nearly
there. Time. Getting ready for the 26 lap Baku race. And if you are new to watching the F1 League, there's no safety car obviously because of it being broken on this game, so plenty of crashes we will see, but full 26 laps of green flag racing. We have 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is lights out and away we go. And it looks like it's been an okay start there from IK at the start, but into turn 1 he's managed to keep that as Mole challenging Leopard around the outside, but he doesn't quite get that done. Leopard maintains his second position as Maestros moves up into 4th, but then just gets a little bit blocked, and Melanie tries to look back up the inside. Bit of movement there as Reynolds seems to be gaining a few positions. He's side by side with Jolly now in the battle for 7th position. No major drama here so far. I think everyone's got through it safely, but no, they haven't. Leopard! Oh, we've got a bit of carnage behind as well. I can't keep up with where Leopard's
there's a huge bit of carnage.
Leopard doesn't have damage, so he's just run wide by himself, I think.
Yeah, they're not getting damage, but at the same time, he's going to have to try and take past everyone in order to get... We're going down the field, seeing who's got damage here. It doesn't seem that anyone really does. I think Brandy's got a little bit on the right, but overall, it's sort of been kept clean. We haven't lost anyone. We've had a couple of moments.
At the back. He was the other car that we saw really kind of chucked into a wall. I think there was contact there that caused that. Hamilton fan has joined.
Drastic Inferno.
Right.
On the mediums. What he was saying about, he has got damage. Oh, all-rounder and Brandy here. I think Brandy has got front wing damage. He's let all-rounder go, but we've got Reynolds up here. The 2 Williams drivers. I don't know what happened there. Yeah.
Melanie lining up a pass for P3 now on Maestro. These two are battling at the start. On the outside now, what is Maestro going to response? He brakes late and just makes the corner all right. Melanie goes up and under him though. And now he's got the line going to the next corner. So Melanie has gained that position. Maestro also loses out another place almost to Feisty Ted. Just manages to stay ahead for now, but he's got to be careful into the next corner.
Yeah, we also have an army of pitters.
Oh yes.
Of Reynolds,
Reynolds
all round, Brandy, F1 Ben, and Drastic Inferno as well.
So when we were looking through for damage, we were looking at the cars lower down, but it looks like some of these guys running at the front, despite getting okay starts, did pick up damage in the process. Jork has been sent back out still with damage.
He has. He obviously hasn't changed it.
So that's race over then for Jork, because he's going to have to make another stop or go around on damaged wing. So that's a shame for him.
Yeah, so Leopard's got to 13th after having the all the pit stops and obviously running on there. So you sort of, maybe it's sort of good. Like, look at a positive here, but he's not going to be if he can get past Cameron. I mean, that's sort of the only positive he can take, but Feisty Ted now, he's all over the back of Maestro. Maestro's already lost the position to Melanie. Gonna have to think about defending here from Feisty Ted in that Toro Rosso.
Yeah, Maestro obviously making his return to the league. Yellows in sector 3. Leopard is up a position as I think we're seeing problems for Brandy here. Fastest lap's been exchanged out the front, and Ted is going to make that move for 4th now. You would imagine he goes down the inside into turn 1, just gives Maestro a little bit of a nudge, And he's made that through, but he's going to let him back. So that's time lost for both drivers there. And now Jolly is right behind in 6th position. There's still yellows out there, so something pretty major has happened. Cameron Wing.
Brandy front wing.
That's not the fastest lap, is it? Can't be right. It's just said that Cameron Wins has got the fastest lap on my screen, but surely that's not right.
I will have a look. He set a 1:44.4. We're going to see if that's actually...
So everyone else was setting like 40s. Oh, we got action here. Zinker making up another couple of positions. He had a very good start from last on the grid. Zinker, he's up 10 positions. Has worked well for him. As oh no, but no, he has not had a good start anymore. He's just got it a little bit wrong into there, and then Big Reese has caught the back of him. And now that's damage for Zinker. So what was a good start has now turned to a disaster. Leopard makes up one more place and should be able to get past Big Reese pretty soon as well. But yeah, Zinker seemed to lose it by himself, and then just as his car was going slowly, Big Reese then struggled to avoid him. As Cameron wins.
Cameron, she got the fastest lap, and then went straight in the wall. So
that's shocking.
Wow. What's this lap?
So he's obviously raced there. Surprised one so far the grid, but unfortunately he has now gone and lost it. And Reynolds is
between Sims and Amazement. And so Leopard now, he's on the back of Big Race, and you know he's nearly back into the points, which is what he's going to need. But Sims is actually in. He hasn't got damage, so
no.
Yeah. And one of the Ferraris pitting there. Is Leopard going to look to get the move done on Big Reese going into turn 1? He isn't at the minute. I feel like he's definitely going to be wanting to think it, but I think LK's had a moment because Silent Mole was up to him by about 1 second there.
Yeah, Mole went quicker the previous lap, so he does seem to be getting a bit between his teeth now. And,
contact! Leopard's got that
contact.
Front right. Leopard and Big Reese. I think Brett and Leopard went into the back of Reese. And yeah, it has now resulted in damage for Leopard there, which is his race is really not going well.
Yeah, and we said about this, the points are decided here, quite a lot of them, because it's not about taking 7 points out of them by beating them. If you can
Silent Mole
crash.
Is going to be loving life.
Yeah, this is a really good chance for him as well, especially if he can make a move for the lead of the race.
Yeah, both Leopard and Reynolds, just 2 title rivals, 10th and 11th at the minute.
We've seen a lot of incidents. We expected a few around here. It is a tough track, but yeah, a very crash-filled start, unfortunately. And Mo has now got the DRS, and it's looking good for him now to take the lead here. Frustration last season as he couldn't get through on the straights. No straight line speed this season, not a problem. And that cost him I think it was it was a podium that he lost out on last time because he just couldn't get the slipstream. Had a problem with that, but certainly no problem with it today.
Yeah, we've got Leopard now. He's going to move on Big Reese, but Leopard's actually diving in.
Yeah.
Ooh, close to the wall. Close to the wall there.
So Jork is still going round, interestingly. Hasn't pitted for a second time to try and fix that damage again. So he'll probably go to his usual pit stop now. Doesn't seem like his pace is actually too bad, so maybe Jork might be able to sneak a few points still. Let's just go on the front.
Yeah, I was looking at Sims because he didn't seem to have damage. Yeah, he did pit and he's gone to the boss. So I don't know. Maybe he's going for a 2-stop. But Leopard's coming out P16. Be P15 if he can get past the AI of F1 Ben, which he has. So he's now in P15.
Yeah.
Reynolds is lagging quite a lot there.
Out.
It's all Brandy. He has just retired.
He's got to do anything there, so maybe he just got that and gave up on that one. F1 Ben.
Reynolds seems to be lagging a lot. I don't know if he's got past Sims or not. They keep changing, but it seems to be due to lag.
Yeah. So we, as well, we seem to have predicted this one quite well. Actually, we said there'd be quite a few crashes. Good chance for championship to gain lots of points, and also for the smaller drivers to pick up some good points. Big Reese in 9th and CK in 8th in this early stage. That'd be good points for both of those guys. So that's looking good.
Yeah, we don't want our commentators curse it.
Oh no, I've been known for my commentators curse.
Reynolds does have damage on the front right, so he can't take the corners there how he wants, but he is actually diving in. Who do you think is pit stops here today? Like, what number of pit stops do you think someone could reach to?
Oh, Reynolds has picked up.
We're already on 2, I think.
So, yeah, I didn't realise that. I thought you just. So yeah, definitely going wrong for the championship rivals here, and this is looking better and better for Mole. Although he is under pressure from. Oh, okay, he's getting closer and closer. But yeah, that is going to be crucial. Looking evenly matched.
So Melanie as well. He's catching up to the back of these guys. He showed to have his pace in qualifying and also the practice session. And seems to be coming back here.
Look, change the intervals to the gap to the leader, just so we got an idea of how spread out this field is. And you can see that we've also already got one guy coming up to be lapped, and multiple people over 40 seconds behind the lead. So really drawn out field that we've got now.
Yeah, I mean Leopard's 51 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Island Mole, and that's a huge gap. I mean, Mole could probably pit twice.
Yeah.
Still be ahead of Leopard there.
Big Reese is into the pits. He is on the soft compound tyre, so... Oh, he's got damage, that's why he's coming in.
He's got damage, he's got a lot of damage as well.
Yeah. But on both sides, so that's a shame, because that really compromises his strategy. Now, he's going to have to make one more stop. He's not going to be able to do the one stop. He puts on another set of soft tyres. Yeah, he'll probably pit for supers towards the end. Surprised he didn't go... Oh no, he has, yeah. That was a bit of a glitch. Yeah, so here goes supers to the end then. That's a shame for him. So yeah, we've seen quite a few people have already either pitted or crashed. They're still actually in the points now with Sims and Jork, so it just goes to show how many problems we've been seeing.
Yeah, that's, I mean, more than half the field has had to pit due to some form of damage at the minute.
Penalty for all-rounder. 3 seconds. Surprising, there's only a couple of corners that you can actually cut round here, so it's a bit interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you can really track extend as well. If you track extend, you're in the wall, so that's sort of a ruling out.
And here are a few more then. Ted,
yeah,
Ted has picked up damage as well. We got Jolly. Looks like this is a scheduled stop for him. Nothing there. F1 Ben has retired. Let's see why that is.
Jolly's gone on super soft. He had no damage, so maybe just going for a 2-stop here. But it's obviously yeah. So with Jolly, he's the first person to pit. He hasn't had damage, which is, and we're on lap 8 at the minute.
Yeah. So
and he's come up P8 as well.
Don't understand the logic behind a 2-stop. The 1-stop works perfectly well, so I'm very surprised by these people going on 2 stops. They'll probably get away with it because of the amount of people that run into problems, but I'm surprised by that. All this means that CK is now up into a very solid 6th position, looking like a good result possibly here for the Scotsman.
On the softs as well. Even a better job. He's definitely going quicker than he does in the formation lap, we can say that.
Yes. Oh, Melanie's up into 2nd. When has that happened?
He is.
Yeah. Okay, just really dropping back here because he spent a few laps after Mole passed him, staying pretty close, but started dropping back time, and now he's lost another position. So not looking great for the pole sitter and early leader. He's now got to be worrying about the next car up, which is F1 Maestro.
Yeah, Farsi Ted and Jork back there. I don't know if Jork put up much of a fight. Farsi Ted, he's on the softs, but Jork still has that damage.
Yeah.
We do expect him in probably soon, maybe to go on the mediums.
Yeah, you'd imagine he won't want to go much longer on these. Well, it's not the tyres, but he'll want to come in and fix that as soon as possible. You'd imagine. He's going to stay out for one more lap, so he's managing it quite well. It's a shame that he came in, obviously, because if he'd stayed out, he probably wouldn't have lost out that badly with all the other problems. Damage in the end not actually being fixed. Leopard has set another fastest lap. He's
Justin Inferno's had a moment.
2 in a row now.
He's spun it. He hasn't got damage. Just a button there.
Reynolds now does the
I don't know what
fastest.
you're saying with Leopards, or?
Leopard's done 2 fastest laps in a row, but it's just been beaten by Reynolds. So Leopard's showing that he does have that pace, but just those mistakes really costing him. He might still be able to make it into the points, but a long road ahead of him now.
Maestro is now within 1 second of LK. LK, he definitely seems to be struggling at the minute.
Yeah. It's going to be really disappointing for him. After...
I mean, he still gets some decent points, but from starting pole, maybe he did expect a bit more.
And Maestro will be very happy with this. Last season had a very poor season, wasn't able to drive full time this season, but if he could pick up a podium here, that'd be a really good result for him on his part-time return. Oh, we've got all-rounder out of the session.
He's spun it and lost the wheel.
Ooh, that's where Ricardo crashed out, I think, in real life, wasn't it? That's quite a bad incident there.
This is also promoted Leopard up to 11th now, and draw the points, but I mean, if you were Leopard, probably hoping for maybe a couple more retirements above, get some more points in.
Definitely think we're going to see a few more. I don't think that's going to be the last one.
We're not even halfway yet, and we've lost, what, 4 people?
Yeah, especially if people are closely matched towards the end of the race and they start pushing. That's going to be where mistakes really come in.
Still close on LK. Maybe going to think about lining up and move on the start-finish straight. He can get a little bit closer. He's going to have DRS. I believe, I don't know if and there was a bit of damage on that wall. I don't know if that was from all-rounder still.
You'd imagine. Can't be sure. They're just coming up to a few back markers here. That's Big Reese. He's the car in front. Is this going to give DRS? Okay. Doesn't. No, so it
doesn't.
That's not ideal for him. That could have been a good way of just being able to defend for a little bit. But he's now got to be wary that he's going to be coming up to his teammate pretty soon. You'd imagine that he'll get out of the way, but still that distraction of having that car in front is it's not too bad there because he's got out of the way in the perfect position. Oh, Jolly is out.
Jolly!
He was running all right. He pitted early, but he's crashed all right at the end of the lap in the fast chicanes that finished the lap.
Oh, so F1 Maestro and Big Reese there. Big Reese didn't seem to get out of the way, and Maestro just dive bombed Big Reese.
And we're starting to see rain now.
Didn't he? We are. Obviously, that's something we didn't mention, that there is going to be rain.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is
You thought maybe someone like CK has actually pulled off strategy of the dreams. Being on the softs, he's going to have more grip than the super soft guys, who their tyres are already going to be really worn. So, I don't know. Podium for CK, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
That's going to be a tough ask. He's a long way off in terms of time, but position-wise, it is looking good for him. And yeah, we didn't mention the rain, but this is around about when it was scheduled, maybe a little bit early. So don't expect it to come like really pouring down. But drivers are going to have to be thinking about that. What are they going to do strategy? Those guys who are on old slick tyres now, are they going to pit? Or are they going to keep on going? That's going to be the main punk these. But pitting will probably do the same thing. Oh, moment for Kay. That is him in the wall. Damage on that left-hand side. A big tank slapper. And he's managed to somehow avoid losing a wheel. But that has cost him badly. He's going to come into the pit lane now.
He's going to pit, but... I mean, he's going to have to pit again for Inters later on, so...
Yeah, I'm surprised. That damage, I mean, it looks bad, but he could have managed that maybe until the rain got worse. And that is going to drop him down, not only behind...
But then where the rain's going to
Maestro.
get worse, he's going to have less grip and obviously less downforce already because of missing front wing.
Oh, he's gone on to Inters. He's going to be the guinea pig. That's too early, I think. I think that is going to ruin his race because it looks nowhere near dry enough. Those tyres are just going to rip to shreds in the heat, I'd imagine. He dropped even further back than I thought, actually. Down into 8th position. And if you just will go on the onboard camera and just see how he's managing on these tyres, but I really can't imagine them being... No, it's completely the wrong call there. That's going to cost him really, really badly. Just that first corner already running wide, and that's a really slow corner. He's going to have to
The
brake
thing is, if
early
he
here.
pits to put on softs, he's going to have to then re-pit again for Inters. It's yeah, Jork's going to get by him. Nice and easy there. And out. Oh, close to the wall.
Yeah, and you can just see how badly that's cost him. These people, Jork and Leopard, have got damage, have made pit stops, and oh, he's got damage again. It's all gone wrong for K. Oh, as we lost Zinka as well. He has crashed and he exited the pit lane. No, but he wasn't pitting, so he's obviously just lost it on the exit of turn 1. Inferno is in. What's he going to do? Surely that's going to be for another set of slicks, but I don't know. No, he's going on to Inters. No, we know that's too early. We know that's too early. Melanie held up as well. I think we won't quite be ready.
I think it's
just a sleigh, and again putting on the wrong tyres. Wrong tyres, mate. Mate, I mean, I can understand that because he might feel the need to pit because those tyres are just really worn out, those slicks, but I would have just risked it, to be honest, because he's going to be really struggling here. It's not too far off, but he's going to lose a lot of time.
He going out the pits there. I mean, he's come out 6th. He's going to have to hope this rain gets worse. He's nearly done the same as LK.
Yeah, of course, we were talking about Jolly and Sims pitting early, thinking that they were doing 2 stops, but of course they were just trying to get the undercut, weren't they, before the rain? We didn't actually consider that at the time, but that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? It hasn't worked out too badly for Sims.
We were talking about a CK podium. Potential now. It is definitely potential. But he's got Sims behind him on softs. I don't know if he's going to let him go easy.
Melanie is dropping back quite badly. I think we are getting there. It's not. He hasn't suffered as bad as Kay, who's in the pits now. What is he going to do? He's gone on to another set of Inters. But yeah, his race has just gone completely wrong. Oh, Melanie!
Oh, Melanie!
That was lucky.
Oh, that was close.
He's going to lose the position.
Ted's trying to get around quite quickly there.
He could have been out the race though, so he'll be very fortunate for that. Will Jork be able to catch him before those tyres start getting up to temperature? Obviously, Melanie should be okay because these 2 guys behind, once they've pitted, will be miles back. But it's really Melanie's got to be focusing on how much time he's losing to people like the Amazement,
Leopard,
CK.
Jork's had a moment. And Leopard's just got by. Really, I think Jork's got damage on the front right. So we've got yellows in sector 1. Who's this for?
I think it's Maestro.
I was going to say, I think Maestro's had a moment.
He's got a big gap, so that's
he hasn't got damage.
So this is a really critical point in the race.
Oh, he's got damage. Going into turn 1. The tyres his brakes didn't want to work, and he just went to the wall.
Oh,
he's now got damage.
So he really needs to make a gap on Melanie, and that won't help in that. Let's see. I think these Inters are starting to work now because Melanie seems to be not losing as much now. Still not ideal for him. But he's not suffering as badly. So he's kind of got away with it, I think. But he's still going to be losing out to Maestro, who was behind him. despite Maestro's spin, I think he should still come out in front. Such is the advantage still of the slick tyres. Another bit of a moment there for Maestro, though. He's playing with the walls here.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm interested if leaders are gonna make the call to pit. See, I don't know if it is Inter's ready, but dryer's ready. They need a tyre in between. Start working on that.
Yeah, we do see a lot of the time these kind of in between conditions.
Oh, big race is in the wall. I mean, if they've taken these super softs like 15 laps, so
yeah, very impressive
huge.
job. Yellow. Oh, Leopard! Another crash for Leopard. That's crash number 3 of the day for him now. He's going to have to come in.
He's going to have to put on the Inters.
Maestro's pitting.
Maestro's in though. Softs. Maestro's gone on softs.
What is he doing? Maestro, don't do this to me. Why are you putting on soft compound tyres at this stage? Surely that is... He's selected the wrong
Sims has gone on Inters. He's getting a front wing change as well, but yeah, there's Inters for him as well. Jork's in. I'm expecting Leopard in as well.
But these Inters are fine now. Melanie hasn't lost time to the lead for the last couple of laps, so it's pretty even Stevens between the two tyres now. So no point in pitting for slicks. That is, unfortunately for Maestro, a really bad call. Not too bad at the moment, but in a few laps, those tyres are just going to lose the grip.
Yeah, I was going to say Leopard may actually be at the points only. Oh, he's only going to get 1 point, but LK, he's had a moment. He hasn't got damage, but he just slid through the pretty much a final corner there. I don't know how he saved it, but props to him. Carnage is happening. This weather has just changed all events.
But this is working out brilliantly. Just everything is playing into the silent. Mod 45's his hand. Gap to some. Jork in action is 1 minute 15 behind. There's only 3 drivers. The podium stitches within 30 seconds. So everything just going right for Mole at the moment. Is he going to pit? Oh, he's leaving his call late, but he is coming in. Yes, that will be for the Inters, which are now quicker. Melanie is taking time out that lead. Oh, amazement! Clipping the wall. He's got away with that one. Yellow. As DRS is disabled, which just
DRS is disabled. So
Maestro.
That's the call. That is the call.
Maestro is going to be raging. He is not going to be happy with that one.
Amazement and Ted. Is Maestro going to now come in? He is. Maybe he didn't want to get the... maybe his super softs were just absolutely shot.
Yeah, but then surely Inters... You could have seen
the
times were coming there for the Inters. Ted is changing his wing.
I mean, everyone's on Inters now.
And that... Yeah, Melanie's... That's actually because those tyres... He lost a lot of time in the first few laps, but then towards the end he started gaining a bit of time back. So he's still within touching distance of Luke at the front, but those tyres are going to be pretty knackered in comparison. What have we got behind? CK's back up into 5th despite that problem, and Maestro's only down into 6th. He hasn't lost up too badly, but he should be really close to 2nd position. CK having a look at amazement. Doesn't go for it. Just trying to work out here who's been the winners and losers from this rain period. I think Sims is the big gainer, isn't he? By the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, overall, it's quite hard to tell if anyone has really won with everything that's happened.
Yeah, certainly more losers than there are winners. I think a lot of people hitting the wall in that period where the tyres just weren't quite and oh dear. Just gone terribly, terribly wrong for him. That's such a shame.
Yeah, Justin Inferno had a moment as well. LK, he was back in the pit. I don't know if you saw that. I'm guessing he went to fix damage.
Yeah. Just Ted is out.
He's got damage on the front left, and he's now retired and left the section.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen that before from Ted. He did that in a race last season in Japan. Just got damaged and gave up. He's done exactly the same thing here. So, yeah. I think we can judge from that Ted isn't really thinking championship. I don't think he's got much. I think he's just doing it for fun. We can take it from that, getting the damage and not wanting remaining points. But that has helped Reynolds and Leopard in their fight. Chalk up to 7th.
Yeah, it's given them a bit more points. Just saying, CK is only a second away from the amazement here.
Yeah, and he's
But Maestro's
keeping it,
8.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is a good job by CK. He's having a really strong race. Despite that bit of damage, which he picked up battling with Sims, he's still on for a very good result here. Ooh! Almost crashed there.
Maestro, see if you can close EK and get 5th up there.
Oh, yellow. What's that? What is that? Where's the yellow? What's happened there? Nothing major, obviously. We've got just 9 laps to go now in this race. So people should now be getting used to these conditions, just settling in for the last few moments of the race. Leopard is up a position on Reynolds. These two have had really troublesome races. Let's have a look at the pit stops. We mentioned that the stops could be quite high. Oh, they're not too bad. Just made 5.
There, 5. I didn't see the 5.
That's an AI car. That's an AI car, though. Reynolds is in, but he'll comfortably still come up in 9th. I can't believe that K is still on for points despite all the problems that he's had. Just goes to show how well he was doing at the start, I suppose, that he's kind of made all these errors and is still running at the moment on the lead lap.
And also never give up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely
Big
worth
Reed
it.
isn't actually AI, by the way. He's still there.
Oh.
He hasn't actually got past Ted either.
Well, maybe he's coming and going, because he was AI a second ago.
He is a long way behind.
Yeah. About to be lapped for a 3rd time now, I think. Or is that Jork? No, it's Jork. Yeah, that is how we're looking for stops then, for the most, for the kind of guys that are running still towards. Spreading out a little bit now. CK's lost touch of the amazement a little bit. And Maestro hasn't really caught up on CK. Those guys just spreading out a little bit.
Is Big Reed's going to get out of the way for Jork? He isn't. Is he now? He is now, okay.
Jork's got to be wary of Leopard, I think, because Leopard's got. We saw earlier a couple of fastest laps from him. He was running really good pace. So Jork's got to be wary of that. That gap just 3 seconds now. So he'll be pushing hard to make sure that doesn't change. He's picked up and there is that. Where are these yellows coming
I think
from?
Maestro.
Oh, another moment.
And
Yeah,
Drastic
it has been.
Inferno.
Yeah.
I think, was there a contact between Drastic Inferno and Maestro, maybe?
Could have been.
I don't know completely. But they were in the same area of track, so I mean, that's helped out CK because Maestro's around 10 seconds behind. So you've got to think if CK can just keep it clean, that P5 is his.
Yeah. And what a shame for Maestro. He was looking really good, really consistent, and yeah, that strategy call, and then just something. Well, obviously we're not certain, but yeah, I think that could be a logical explanation. Would be an incident there with Inferno, but we don't know that, so that's just speculation. We're just making that.
Yeah,
up.
we've great something. Double penalty. I mean, unless LK can find 20 seconds.
Yeah. Don't think that's going to happen.
You never know. It's Baku.
Yeah. Yeah, Reynolds might add to his 4 pit stops made so far.
You never know. I think Big Reese he's actually got no front wing. I think we're going to see a number 6 for Big Reese in terms of stops. Oh no, he's not. He's staying out with no front wing. Okay. Brave.
Oh no, he's got a bit. He's got a bit. If you go on the off board, you can't see it on the on board. It's hidden behind the suspension, but it is there.
Yeah, it's hidden. So he's got a tiny bit.
He's about to make a move on Inferno here. Not for position. He's still 1 lap behind, but
yeah, I was gonna say. I believe.
So this is to unlap himself. And he did. Has Inferno got damage as well? No, he hasn't. So it's a bit of a surprise. Big Reese with the damage, challenging to get through. This is the closest battle on track, and it's for someone to unlap themselves. So.
And it's not even a battle, is it? Technically, Big Reese shouldn't really go for a move here, but
I think he's going to.
I think he's going to.
He's thinking about it.
Any gaps in a way. In a way, this is sort of quite amusing. We have to. Yeah, we're going to stay on board with this. The battle for 12th, technically, for Big Reese. It's,
moment there.
Justin Furnos
This is
hit
his
the wall.
opportunity.
Big Reese has got on the inside. Bit of contact. Oh, he's gone for the switch back.
No, I think Inferno's just let the move go done before something happened there. He's probably been past one.
Big Reese is
oh!
he's in the wall. No, bar. Go back. So Big Reese unlapped himself. He lapped, and he's looking on the inside.
But yeah, I think when Inferno ran wide, I don't think that was him doing that out of kind of a mistake. I think he was just getting out of the way.
He's gone.
Massive crash! Massive crash!
Oh, it just bounced off the walls.
That is, that would hurt.
Astro Inferno is in as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that battle done.
Now Drastic, I think may get lapped from everyone.
Where is Mole? He's all the way back here. I think Inferno. He's gone onto the full wets. Ooh, it's nowhere near full wets. He's just doing that for a laugh, isn't he?
I was gonna say that's interesting.
Yeah, that's what. Is there any? Yeah, Leopard is still gaining on Jork. We mentioned this. It's about 3 seconds. It's come down 1 second. Still a bit of time that he's got to find, and not many laps to do it. The rain is getting a little bit heavier, I think, but it's still nowhere near the wet tyres because it has to be pretty much like monsoon for it to actually warrant the wet tyres on this game. The Inters are just
by the way, we
amazing.
should say we don't actually want that to happen. We know what Codemasters are like. We don't want a monsoon to happen. I mean, that would really spice up Monaco even more than it already does. If the swimming pool section actually turned into a giant swimming pool, then it could definitely liven it up.
So, I think this could be the battle that we see. Leopard's taking big chunks out this lap, actually. This has been his biggest gain in a while. That rain is actually getting a lot heavier, actually. Cool. But, yeah, these Inters will still be coping absolutely fine at the moment, but we'll just make things a little bit trickier for the drivers, and that's definitely playing into Leopard's favour. Taking time out of Jork in the battle for 7th. Maestro's not too far up the road as well now, after his little moment, which we're still unsure about. But Leopard, all the points he can get will be crucial. And obviously for Jork as well, in that Sauber team fighting for the Constructors' Championship, all the points they can get as well are crucial. So, and Jork for himself as well.
Teammate as well.
Yeah. Not just for the team, Jork's points as well are crucial. He's another person who could be fighting for the championship. Hasn't had a good start to the season, but could well be later on up there.
Yeah, we say Baku's going to change things, and it definitely is at the minute.
Yeah, massive swing in the Mole's favour. I'll quickly check that actually. Go back to the standings. And see if we can work out what the gap's going to be now. I think with the Amazement in 4th, he might jump up a few positions.
Sims as well, actually, going on for a podium here.
Oh yeah, he was another guy who is quite a long way up. So yeah, we've got Mole has a 4-point gap on Reynolds and Leopard, so that's going to go up. What's that going to go up? Around like 21 points or something on Leopard. So yeah, that's going to be a big gap to those guys. Yeah, he's going to have a big championship lead here. This has been a really good event for him.
Drastic Inferno's in the wall.
Oh. He's got to...
And he's just sort of stopped.
Got to be careful coming out of that wall. Doesn't want to take out his teammate. There, Melanie.
Yeah.
He's dropped another lap down now. But yeah, this is going to be a massively lower down, and he's only on 33. Ted's out. Brandy's nowhere. Amazement and Melanie are 7th and 8th in the championship, a long way behind already. Are the closest guys there. Sims has only got 12 points, so Mole's going to come out of this with a massive championship lead. We were talking about how close it was. I think the gap between the top 7 at the moment is 19. I think Mole's championship lead is going to be well over that to this one. So this is an absolutely mega race for the defending champion. As long as he can finish it off though, it's not done yet. These conditions are getting considerably worse. So he's got to be careful. He's got a big
Amazement here. He's gonna. He could jump up to 5th, maybe 4th actually. Overall.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
and then
he
Melanie.
Yeah, he will 5th.
Yeah, it's going to do okay.
Yeah, so that's good for him after his win.
And Melanie as well going to get some good points.
I think. Also, we've. I have cursed it, haven't I? I said that there was no chance of Kay catching him up, but there is now. Maybe if Reynolds has got damage, he doesn't.
Inferno's in for the 5th time.
I think he might put on another set of wets here. I think it is wet tyres now. Actually, his call wasn't that bad. He was. Let's see. It looks like wets at the moment, but it might change. We'll find out. Yeah, it is wets. I think it is wet tyres actually. It does look really bad now, the weather.
Yeah, I mean, there's only what 2 laps to go.
Yeah, no one's actually gonna pit. But yeah. And Leopard.
He did.
This
I was
is
going to say, dropped off from Jork.
Yeah, a few laps, not gaining much.
But now he's sort of back all over it. He's probably going to give it everything he can. In P6 there.
Yeah, they're definitely both gaining on Maestro. I think they'll run out of time, but that could be a possibility if Maestro makes a small error.
Maybe a last lap battle here in the rain round Baku.
Yeah, that would be good to see. We haven't seen much battling for position recently. We've seen a good battle for 12th place, unlapping themselves from 11th. But apart from that, we haven't seen much battling, unfortunately, since the early stage of the race.
So we have just gone to lap 25 now.
It's going to be 26 points, that gap, as it currently stands. I'm not sure. Penalties-wise, I don't think any of the guys left in the race actually have any penalties. Apart from Reynolds, he's got one, hasn't he?
I think Drastic Inferno, but
Inferno's
it's not in.
It's not
It's not going to matter.
So yeah, at the moment it will be a 26-point lead for the Silent Mole in the championship. He's going to love it when I tell him that. He's gonna he's gonna be very happy with that after the problems that he had in China. You can really see that rain crashing into the sides of the car now from this onboard camera. Really raining hard now. Imagine that. Oh,
There's all
Jork's
Jork.
run wide.
He's gone wide.
This is Leopard's chance.
Leopard's
He's
trying
got
to
the
crack
inside line.
Is Leopard going to go on the inside? No, not at the minute.
I think they touched there a little bit, I think, but nothing came out of it. Leopard's still really close now.
Leopard
With
is
2
trying
laps to go.
ridiculously hard to keep the car under control. I've just noticed that whenever he goes corner, the car is just sliding all over, and he's trying to straighten it.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's really on the limit, isn't he? Really pushing.
He's giving it everything. She has to do, to be fair. Get those extra points, as they may not be much, but any more points, it is better.
And there we see. Oh, that was a big cut from Leopard there, but yeah, Maestro now really is quite. Ooh, another yellow. What's
Yellow's
that?
in sector 1. Oh, Drastic Inferno.
Another moment for him. Fair play to him for carrying on. It's been a tough race for him. But yeah, Maestro's got to be careful here. That gap to Jork is now only just 1.3 seconds. It's got to 1.4 now, but yeah, these conditions really making it tough for the drivers now. I said towards the end of the race, pushing hard, people close together, and with a lot of rain now, make a mistake. Really easy to make a mistake. Do you reckon we'll see anyone else in the walls, or will they be able to keep it out of there?
I mean, at the moment, the person you would say is Jork, because he does seem to be struggling the most. But whether he will go into the wall is, you never know. You do never know, to be fair. I mean, Leopard's he is gaining to Jork on the straight, but I don't think he'll go for a dive from here. Jork's run wide again, but so is Leopard.
Ooh. Same mistake that he made last lap. He got away with it then. He looks like he's got away with it for now. But Leopard is really close alongside him. Look how bad that grip is offline though. Really squirming around there, all over the place. Try and find grip. Is he going to go for it down the inside? No, he slots in behind. It's going to be really hard for him to make a move now because it's hard to pass in this section of the track, especially in the rain. You can barely even see the cars now. There's that much.
Oh, he's looking. He's looking on the outside.
He's really squeezed his way through there.
Leopard has given it all. Is he going to go for it now on the inside? Oh, wide. He's had to cut the corner completely. Now Leopard now.
Oh, I can't find the right camera. All these camera angles are terrible.
This is
such a good battle.
Oh my god, do not go side by side here. Someone, please fold. Please fold. Oh no.
Oh, right, let's go quickly to the leader because we're about to see the Silent Mole take the victory. We'll just quickly see him across the line and then we'll go back to that. That's looking so close, that battle. But a fantastic win for Mole in Baku. He's going to take his championship lead up to 26 points. That's massive for him. Jork looks like he's held on. Leopard did the sensible thing, didn't go side by side into the castle. That would have been carnage.
No, Leopard nearly went into the back. Maybe Leopard will go for a last minute move. Wait and see.
He's got a chance on the run to the line.
He doesn't want to run wide. Oh, Leopard. Oh.
No, I think that's it gone now. But it'll be interesting through here because it won't be flat out. So he could gain a bit of time on this run.
Drop the wall with some.
He's run, but it's not enough, is it?
Could be it.
Jork's got that. Jork's got it. He's held on. Leopard, you can't blame Leopard for not trying, because boy did he. But in the end, Jork holds on for 7th position. EVR Reynolds is going to finish on the lead lap, but a long way back. And so is K as well. Inferno crosses the line, 2 laps down. In 11th position. Shame that he didn't get a point for all the efforts he did to make it to the end. But, wow, they're just crawling around, these guys now. Absolutely crawling. Such is the weather. Reynolds almost into the wall there. Just keeping it out. He's got to be careful in this last section of track, and that is exactly what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's being very, very careful.
That point.
But yeah, look at that
That's it,
standing
that's 2
water there.
points.
Look at that. That's really bad. This is definitely full wets, and those Inters are now out of their working range. Corners. He's got a big enough gap, so he doesn't have to worry. He's going to bring it home for 2 points. It could be crucial at the end of the season. It's better than none.
Yeah, no, definitely. And he's, I'm the same with LK as well, taking his time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Reynolds lucky there not to lose a wheel.
Wow, look how slowly they're going. I've never seen this. It's like no one wants to take a checkered flag.
I mean, they are securing 1 and 2 points.
Yeah, it's like almost running out of time. Time remaining on the clock, only 38 seconds. But yeah, they pick up the remaining points. Their efforts are rewarded. And yeah, a crash-strewn race, a rain-affected race. Strategy was pretty key. Some pretty good racing at the start, so I think we had a lot of action there. Bit of a shame that we didn't have on-track battling in like that middle section once it started raining, but overall I think plenty of entertainment for us during that race, and it is the Silent Mole 45 who takes the victory, takes his championship lead up to 26 points with a dominant victory. Melanie an impressive second, and Sims working his way through to second place in a good race for him. Just think with Sims, maybe if he hadn't pitted, where could he have been? Because he obviously made that early pit stop. Don't know. Probably still
you never know.
But we'll never know. There we go then. Mole, Melanie, Sims, The Amazement, Flying Scott, Maestro, Jork, Leopard, Reynolds, K, Inferno, and then the rest were DNFers. That was, I've got to work it out because it's showing up wrong. It was Big Reese, Ted, Zinker. Who was the Force India? I can't remember them. I can't remember them. Jolly was another one who DNF'd. Brandy DNF'd. Who else was there?
I think Ed.
Yeah. Cameron wins.
Yep.
Who is a DNF?
Yep.
A lot of them. There were a lot.
Yes, too many.
Podium sitters into the party. They're going to be very happy to have this race over, I think, after such a challenging event. And we will just invite them now. And Sims is our final guy. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see what these guys have got to say about that we're talking to are the 3 drivers who probably had the least least action, really, apart from Sims maybe. But yeah, these guys didn't see the kind of action that we saw behind, but still plenty to talk about how these conditions were challenging. So we will start off with our race winner, and you might have been able to work it out in your head, Luke, but you'll be very happy to hear that as far as we're aware, your championship lead is now 26 points following that victory. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'll just put it in, you're right, yeah. Pretty unbelievable, to be honest. I didn't expect that. I mean, it's pretty much really the perfect race, wasn't it, if you look at what happened. I mean, qualifying wasn't a great lap, and I was only just off pole, but I know Jordan watched it, and I was really at the one, but it wasn't too bad, and then I managed to get the start. I don't know what happened to Leopard at turn 3, though. He just powered straight on. Yeah, he was nowhere near first, he just went straight on, but yeah, I managed to control the leader. I pulled away a little bit. I know Melanie was pretty similar to me on pace, but I managed to just pull away, and then in the wet, I was playing it quite safe after crashing to the wall in the last 2 seasons at the same corner, so that last lap was very slow, but delighted to obviously take the win is very important, given everyone else around me in the championship was either out of the race or 7th or below, so yeah, couldn't have gone much better.
Yeah, it was pretty much the perfect event, as you said. Swarm, would you like to talk to our second place man, Melanie?
No, I'll be honest. I'm trying to process that race. I'm trying to think of everything that happened in that race. I don't think anything. Just congratulations for not hitting a wall. To be honest, during the dry, the dry, wet, during the wet. It's sort of a it was a manic race. Win and kinship.
Yeah, I just want to say, Sims are talking, make sure that audio is included. I'll just say that.
Yeah, make sure you've got
One
thing I want to
definitely
ask Mel is you obviously went early onto those intermediate tyres, and for a couple of laps you were losing quite a bit of time, weren't you? But then those last few laps where people were still going around on the slicks, you started gaining a bit of time back. Also, how bad, because of that, were your tyres at the end? I would have thought they were pretty knackered.
No, they weren't like.
Oh, okay.
I didn't check on the last laps, but it was pretty alright. So like the first lap was just aquaplaning out, just sliding around. It was great, but just didn't work. And Jeff called me in, so it was like meant on that lap.
Yeah, that was certainly something that we thought at the time could have cost you quite badly, but we in the end didn't badly. Do Sims, our third place man, and you made that early stop, Sims, lap 3 or 4 it was, going up from the softs to the super softs to the softs, and then you took those tyres to the rain period. You had to make quite a few overtakes in the process, but overall, do you think that strategy call was the right one, and were you happy to finish up on the podium here?
Yeah, I'm happy with the race. I switched early because I didn't have any damage. I just switched early because there was cars holding me up, and I didn't think the super softs would make it to the rain. So I thought I'd switch early, try and get like nice speed on the softs. Was it on softs? Yeah, softs. And then I switched to inters. That was fine, but once I came out the pits, I damaged my wing straight away. So that whole run on the inters was with a damaged wing, but I was still gaining loads of pace. It's quite a good run, yeah.
Yeah, some very impressive speed there towards the end, but unfortunately, no one to battle against. You had a lot of clear air towards the end. So we'll go back to Luke for this question about that rain towards the end of the session. It got really heavy towards the end. We didn't see it coming. We thought it was kind of just going to stay pretty normal intermediate conditions, but was that a bit of a worry in those last few laps, because it looked like you especially the guys coming to the checker flag at the end were really struggling?
Yeah, I think on the race strategy before the race it was light rain, then monsoon at the end, so I kind of had an idea it was coming, but it was really bad at the end. As I said, I took that lap very slowly. I'll have a look at what lap time. I think it was going to be about a 2:05, 2:10.
Wow,
something like that. I didn't want to throw away the win, so obviously I took it very slowly. And yeah, if the race had been 2 laps longer, we would have gone on to the wets definitely on the lap before. So yeah, but honestly, well done to Melanie, and obviously Sims was very quick. Pull off that strategy, so well done to him as well. And yeah, we'll go again next week.
Next thing, I think that, Alex will be back then, and Swarm, you'll carry on, won't you, for the full season? But
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm just here as a guest, so it's been a pleasure to commentate tonight. I think I will be back at some point in the season, but yeah, next time out is Spain. Those guys, we'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.